Intelligence is not only human. Across forests, oceans, and farmyards, certain animals plan, remember, deceive, and even grieve. These are the 12 most intelligent animals on Earth. Stay until number 1, a creature that shares nearly 99% of our DNA, and might just outthink us in ways we are only beginning to understand. We are counting down from number 12 to number 1, from tool-crafting birds to self-aware giants of the savannah and ocean. Each one redefines what animal intelligence really means. Number 12, the domestic pig. Long dismissed as a farmyard animal, pigs pass the mirror test, learn video games with a joystick, and problem-solve faster than most dogs. In lab studies, pigs learn to move a joystick with their snout to control a screen cursor, mastering the task almost as fast as chimpanzees. Their brains are proportionally similar in structure to dogs, wired for both memory and social learning. Pigs recognize themselves in mirrors, a rare sign of self-awareness shared with only a handful of species. They can remember complex maze layouts for months and recall the exact location of hidden food. Farmers have documented pigs deceiving rivals, hiding their discovery of food until competitors leave. Studies rank pig cognition above dogs and 3-year-old children on several problem-solving tasks. If a farmyard animal can outsmart a toddler, the next animal turns trash cans into puzzle boxes. To the raccoon. Number 11, the raccoon. With hands almost as dexterous as ours, raccoons crack complex latches, remember solutions for years, and thrive by outsmarting humans in the heart of every city. Their front paws have nearly as many touch-sensitive nerve endings as human hands, letting them identify objects by feel alone. In a classic experiment, raccoons solved a series of interlocking latches, and remembered the solution more than a year later. They wash and manipulate food in water not to clean it, but because wetting their paws sharpens their sense of touch. Their brains devote an enormous share to touch and fine motor processing, rivaling primates in that specific region. City raccoons have been filmed opening car doors, unscrewing jars, and defeating supposedly animal-proof trash bins. Researchers consider them one of the best examples of a wild animal thriving because of its problem-solving skill, not despite human cities. The raccoon conquers puzzles alone. The next animal conquers puzzles as part of a herd of sheep. To the border collie. Number 10, the border collie. The undisputed genius of the dog world, one border collie named Chaser learned over 1,000 object names, more than any other animal ever tested outside humans. Chaser the border collie could identify 1,022 unique toys by name, retrieving the exact one requested. Border collies herd sheep using an intense stare called eye, a hardwired predatory instinct redirected into control instead of attack. They rank first among all dog breeds in obedience and working intelligence, according to canine cognition researchers. Chaser also understood simple grammar, following commands like take ball to frisbee, showing she grasped sentence structure. Bred for centuries to read subtle human hand signals across open fields, they interpret gestures almost as well as toddlers. Their intelligence can become a problem without a job to do, as bored border collies famously invent chaos to entertain themselves. Man's smartest friend learns names. The next animal remembers faces for years and never forgets an enemy. To the raven. Number 9, the raven. These black-feathered tricksters plan for the future, hold grudges against people who wrong them, and outperform many primates in tests of logic. Ravens can plan and save tools for future use, a level of forward thinking once believed unique to great apes and humans. Studies show ravens remember human faces that mistreated them, and can hold that grudge for years, even warning other ravens. They engage in deceptive caching, pretending to hide food while secretly stashing it elsewhere to fool watching rivals. Its brain-to-body ratio rivals that of chimpanzees, despite ravens being a fraction of the size. Young ravens gesture with their beaks, pointing at objects to direct the attention of other ravens, a rare non-human use of gesture. Norse mythology cast ravens as the eyes of the gods, a reputation earned by their uncanny memory and cunning. The raven remembers grudges for years. The next bird builds its own tools from scratch. To the New Caledonian crow. Number 8. The New Caledonian crow. The greatest toolmaker in the animal kingdom outside humans, it bends twigs into hooks and shapes leaves into barbed tools to fish out hidden insects. This crow manufactures hooked tools from twigs, then carries and reuses its favorite tools across multiple days. Wild populations pass down tool designs culturally, with distinct tool shapes varying between crow communities. In laboratory puzzles, these crows solve multi-step problems, using one tool to retrieve a second tool needed to reach food. They can reason about cause and effect nearly, as well as young human children in comparable tests. Despite a brain the size of a walnut, their forebrain neuron density rivals that of small primates. Researchers rank this crow among the top tool users on the planet, alongside chimpanzees and orangutans. This crow builds tools with a beak. The next bird counts, talks, and understands the concept of zero. To the African grey parrot. If these minds already surprise you, we are only getting started. The next few animals plan for tomorrow, not just today. Number 7. The African grey parrot. A parrot named Alex learned over 100 words, understood numbers up to 8, and may have grasped a concept of zero, once reserved for advanced primates. Alex the parrot could correctly label colors, shapes, and materials, combining words to describe objects he had never seen labeled before. When shown an empty tray, Alex spontaneously answered none, suggesting an understanding of the abstract concept of zero. He could count sets of objects up to 8 and identify which of two groups held more or fewer items. Parrot brains pack neurons far more densely than mammal brains of the same size, giving small heads outsized processing power. Alex's last words to his researcher the night before he died were reportedly "You be good, I love you, see you tomorrow." Wild African grey parrots can live over 60 years, giving them decades to build vocabulary and social knowledge. A parrot can count to 8. The next animal never forgets a face for the rest of its very long life. To the elephant. Number 6. The African elephant. It recognizes itself in mirrors, mourns its dead with ritual-like behavior, and can remember the faces of other elephants and humans for decades. Elephants pass the mirror self-recognition test, touching a mark on their own body only visible in reflection. They visit the bones of dead herd members years later, gently touching skulls and tusks in what researchers call grief-like behavior. Matriarchs lead herds using decades of memoized migration routes, recalling water sources during droughts they experienced as calves. Their brains are the largest of any land animal, with a highly developed hippocampus tied to memory. Elephants cooperate to solve problems, pulling a rope in coordinated timing with a partner to earn a shared food reward. They can distinguish human languages and even genders associated with past threats, reacting more fearfully to voices linked to poaching groups. The elephant never forgets. The next animal has its own name, and its pod calls it by that name for life. To the orca. Number 5. The orca. Each pod speaks its own dialect of clicks and calls passed down through generations, and some populations have hunted the same way, in the same waters, for thousands of years. Orca pods use distinct dialects of calls, so unique that researchers can identify which family group is speaking. Some orcas invented the technique of intentionally beaching themselves to snatch seals, then wriggling back into the surf, a skill taught only to calves. Pods coordinate to create waves that wash seals off ice floes, a hunting strategy passed down through careful teaching. Their brains contain a paralimbic region tied to emotion that is even more elaborate than in the human brain. Culture varies so much between orca populations that some pods only eat fish while neighboring pods only hunt mammals, a learned tradition, not instinct. Grandmothers past reproductive age lead their pods for decades, passing down critical hunting knowledge much like human elders. The orca inherits culture across generations. The next animal engineers its own tools and even plans ahead for tomorrow. To the orangutan. Number 4. The orangutan. Asia's great ape crafts umbrellas from leaves, builds a fresh sleeping nest every single night, and has been filmed picking locks to plan its own escape. Orangutans construct elaborate sleeping nests each evening, weaving branches into a platform engineered fresh every night. Zoo orangutans have picked locks, hidden tools in advance, and waited for keepers to leave before attempting escape, showing deliberate planning. In the wild, they fashion leaves into makeshift umbrellas and gloves to handle spiny fruit and shield themselves from rain. They share about 97% of their DNA with humans, among the highest of any great ape. An orangutan named Fu Manchu famously escaped his enclosure repeatedly using a wire he had hidden in his cheek pouch. They are the most solitary great ape, yet mothers stay with offspring for up to 8 years, the longest childhood dependency of any animal besides humans. The orangutan plans alone in the treetops. The next great ape solves conflict not with strength, but with something far gentler. To the bonobo. The final 3 do not just solve puzzles, they build cultures, pass down traditions, and might even understand who they are. Number 3. The bonobo. Genetically almost identical to chimpanzees, bonobos resolve conflict through empathy and social bonding instead of aggression, giving them the most peaceful society of any great ape. Bonobos share about 98.7% of their DNA with humans, tied with chimpanzees as our closest living relatives. Unlike chimpanzee troops, bonobo society is led by females, who form powerful alliances that keep aggressive males in check. When tension rises, bonobos diffuse conflict through social bonding rather than violence, a strategy almost unique among great apes. Brain scans show bonobos have more gray matter in regions tied to empathy and perceiving others' distress than chimpanzees do. Captive bonobos have learned to communicate using symbol boards, combining icons to request specific foods or activities. One bonobo named Kanzi learned to understand thousands of spoken English words and even crafted stone tools after watching humans do it. The bonobo chooses peace over power. The next animal names itself, and calls out that name to friends across the open ocean. To the bottlenose dolphin. Number 2. The bottlenose dolphin. Each dolphin develops its own unique signature whistle, essentially a name, and calls out to specific friends by that name across miles of open ocean. Dolphins develop a unique signature whistle in infancy, essentially a personal name, and other dolphins learn to recognize and call that whistle for decades. They pass the mirror self-recognition test, and when marked with paint, immediately twist their bodies to inspect the mark in a mirror. Dolphins have been observed teaching each other to use marine sponges as nose protection while foraging on the sharp seafloor. Their brain-to-body mass ratio is second only to humans among all animals on Earth. Wild dolphins have been filmed cooperating with human fishermen, driving fish toward nets in exchange for an easy share of the catch. Some dolphins spontaneously invent games, blowing bubble rings and manipulating them purely for apparent fun. The dolphin calls its friends by name across the sea. The final animal shares 98.8% of your DNA and might be the smartest creature besides ourselves. To the chimpanzee. And number 1, the chimpanzee. Sharing nearly 99% of our DNA, chimpanzees make and use tools, wage coordinated wars between rival troops, and in short-term memory tests, some outperform human adults entirely. In a famous memory test, a chimpanzee named Ayumu memorized the position of scattered numbers on a screen faster and more accurately than human competitors. Chimpanzees share about 98.8% of their genetic code with humans, our closest living relative on Earth. Wild chimpanzee troops have been observed conducting coordinated, multi-year campaigns of violence against rival groups, a behavior researchers controversially call chimpanzee warfare. They strip leaves from branches to fashion termite fishing tools, and even sharpen sticks into spears to hunt small prey. Chimpanzees pass down distinct tool traditions and even rudimentary cultures between troops, with techniques varying by region exactly like human customs. They display empathy, deception, and even a sense of fairness, refusing rewards they perceive as unequal to what a partner receives. From memory to tools to complex society, the chimpanzee proves that genius in the animal kingdom was never only human. From tool-making crows to self-aware elephants and genius chimpanzees, intelligence takes many shapes in the animal kingdom. Which mind surprised you most? Subscribe to Animal Facts Daily, and next time, we count down nature's most incredible record breakers.